nonum abo chese ebre no enya aso enhyehyeye emu no sabi ya make say ye free atoye mantem ene yasan aba enkran biu ni nyina no town hall meeting E-levy ne empanimfo ede hyehye so nkyemu a wode ema ene so afo hwe mayisi kasem so ne empanimfo aka ene nkyemu no bebre ene wode atodwa
Asempa FM
education no oguso ema no nkyemu no bia ba Ghana for so wa asembisa dodo na abisa ebi ebraso se wose yesan eba efie ha na ekosise adwumadie ene yede etwaso ema mo se wo hwe live wo Facebook and YouTube a wadwenche no betumi ade bi ato wo bresem na ya kenkan ede ama make say ene ankalote adrufia say ankalote Jacobs o fia say social commentator wo hu enra Kabila say or a freelance politician enti ene yenya freelance politicians e Ghana alote de ne ye bia freelance politicians na e wo Ghana no enam ka say journalism mungu an ye freelance politics musu ya benya bi ewom ankalote e wo fia say sada so na a communication team member MPP amanyoko no emu Miracle Aboaje ewo fie ha Fred Agbenyo ewo NDC amanyoko no mu ene international relations NDC amanyoko no mpanimfo yo hweso no Fred edi animu onso ebebe fie sei na yede atoaso mi producer seta mechi ni aka bia so yeguso a yede ba nemu aseda no yede ma enwuma eta yechi Provident Insurance say yahyafe na se eti so obeye insurance a enye insurance a wo ho akere wo a wo kwo ho no no mo asset woto mrade na enukure se wanya accident na enukure se wo ho aka kona kofa we bra na be 1 year 2 years na nsiachi ba waye no wo nsanka benefit wo se nsaka Provident Insurance oba yenye ne na mo ba omutumi survival time bre benfie do 20 years no da so no enye nwuma nyina na survival Provident de so wo do ho bo woni a waye adwuma no wo track records no eye and what they enamo if you want to be covered there Provident Insurance say you will be covered so do ho ebo won kwa dia na agbeve herbal center Mona soap and Mona cream and what they abedwa so fabi dware wo the soap no dware a cream no de sra eyin carbon bi afiri ho agbeve herbal center enye center keke hospital so to last stop du ho no mo a yade bi a wo de bekọ ho no ene alaji ne mpanimfo ebetu ase ede amaw Fabricam Pharmaceutical say wapomudin mu say ye painkillers na wuhia kwala de mpani de ni nyina ebi ewo mu ya wo de wo ya wie se honam tutuo de nnura benya firi wo ho no edoso Africa cream mackerel eye product a obapa na chese products ne ka na Africa cream mackerel me da bia me ka me se fa try jollof na rade Africa cream jollof special ni taste no what di jollof adi try Africa cream jollof na hwade na etoda kra na waye wo nkwan na wie no to Africa cream egum ye obapa sardine in tomato sauce and ye wo small sardine eso ewo honom ni nyina obapa products no ebi no Ecobank Ghana hwe promotion a odi aba no mena menti bida se mayemfa wakatua mfa bank we say na akatua no se yede ba ye 5000 a u be yi a ye be ma 10000 what be that enye common intensi obi na kan say we intensi se miyemfa wo salary emfa Ecobank na ukoje wo salary na 3000 a omo de 3000 beka ho no wage 6000 10,000 a uji 20,000 waji 20,000 then na baby ewu ama Ecobank Ghana ehihye ya wode aba we new year chede ye dibro nya na wi obi ahokere ne ese beje double salary a wakatua ne mfa ho a me mfa ho na gibi bo so me miensa na so wanya bi na a wake purified drinking water ensu ehote ensu a wonum hwia tim se mabonsuo na wasa so aye papa ye a wake purified drinking water no ni obeto bia ne ate kakra ne de ato ho ye de koboa nipa wanya akoma ho yade cardio center en wode ekono watumi e de aboa ene ye wo Rockstars roofing sheet systems ye kan Rockstars roofing sheet systems a abusua adam moso wasi dan ya wie na wo boso no so wanya enchense papa mfa moso a edan no fe no kora ewu hu na emom Rockstars roofing systems de abusua wonchense de boda so no eye sronko esronko eba betwa so achi medin e de akua boahyewa yadom abusua frɛ me ABY mejo so na happy birthday enko emfama abawa root Abawa Radio UK ene ye abawa birthday eti ene nyagro minim se original Mugabe obeye action ne wom bia no obeye eti abawa CEO of Abawa Radio ye bo UK abawa happy birthday yene aye wo ye February busumi num de special bosome odobosome ene ewomu May 17th na bigina mu dendende ti na dikan memu adikan akukudam ene ewomu Ankalote mamema wone miracle nyina afishiapa
Fingo motin. Afi 2023 na ya wa hasubio.
Den 2023 bibi be wom.
Nyame ne pian ya ho.
Adwuma na enu ho na wadwuma na ekese.
I've always depended on the will of God. That wherever God directs me is where I will go. Nti me say Yankopon de obomam nkwa obomam nyansa na adwen obosuma de so pa na me za abo omangana.
Yeah, that's it. Freelance for ne de oman ho na modwene wo ho.
Yo, ye dwen oman ho.
Freelance
nti area ade so a ye bobo udin nti no ma ye kede ekunfi nana kofi achin otobe sia ne sabrani inde yaze mowombo udin the minti no ma aya yebo president nana akufo-addo udin de wayaze moniye usende covid ye baby the management of COVID in this country gives that indication there. That leadership in so being fulfilled by Omangana and but in spite of all the difficulties. Because Omembia like Israel, from the land of Egypt to the land of Canaan, they never had it easy. Go to baby or crap on your supplement. Wait, did he once you know? And faith. You see, what surprises me in there, even some from the academia, they don't give hope. In this situation, look at the Western countries, what the democracy be. Their leaders are giving their people hope. Hope with faith, we will succeed as a nation. In the images there, what's in there? In some Kenya of the day, then Yaman. Say, if we all come together, Patabwa, and we allow the current president to be focused in managing the affairs of this country, in steering the ship to the harbor, we will see the goods inside the ship.
You, miracle.
Everyone. I think we're to a na miadom na miadaroma divine selection na mema won so afisha pa na 2023 ebeshi assembly no na you start na ye adwuma so na Ghana mbebu you start no
no ebesha say 2023
ebeshi esase by this time see if you do 20 na ye adwuma so I just say na ebia ye share by this time na ye kan so wokọ ekwapem nota mrantie dodo sei no mo be businesses say o ma fa nwumayefo be ebia 500 o mo ye dwuma o sa businesses nim na ye hu se Ghana man ye koye nim so afizi wo hu akwan ye koso no ebi wa wo hu akwan na ye koso no akwan na ye koso across the country, you know, all over the country, almost every region, every district, there are roads ongoing.
Every region,
every district, there's at least one road happening across the country. And I am hoping, say,
ma compile. Namo banamo can okay, every region na jawa kana yehu baby cropotin.
Oh, me bo bi mo me tiwa bomb.
Ye beje brewo enumunti
ma oh me wo pa na me ma chairman official pa. Next week me ba beda chairman ho. Ni baby American. Chairman o dey never say. Ogwa apartment. Nti am apartment o. So I'm apartment.
Oh, me makohoda. He fine.
Me koho next week. Chairman next week ma be da ho. Nti be why? Me are very optimistic about 2022. Me I'm looking forward to a very fruitful year. Ye be ko year no na napkufu ye wo ho sisi ye your form of first cohort no. Ya permanent employment among me ni swade ho no. Na ya san so afa new ones ah. Omonso ma chance omonso omoye omonso omode. I'm looking forward to the year 2022 ah. Universities students ah sebe ebusuafo ni bi no. Omo kwakopɛ loan ah. Omo form Ghana card ah no mo kwakoje bosia. Na enwu hia so obetumi akopɛ teacher ni ana police ni ana nurse ni na wa guarantee aiden amano. Na mejidi se yetumi toa so saa na akwan ahodo abaya hwa ase so oye yetumi koso saa na school adaya yesisi hospitals yesisi agenda 111 na yedi hu dwuma no ye be ko 2022 ebi wai na Ghana for yehu say we are in the second phase of the emancipation, economic emancipation. First phase no was 2017 to 2020. 2017 to 2020, now we're in a very deep hole, dark hole. 2016. It's about 2017. I didn't know Shefem to be near so what be pie any ube pias as in impo. It's our two boys and our PP and a creguto now theatre as one a firm and so we see dino.
Timopia and Mumpia.
What is here a catastrophe? Onka unim anka by now kwa denke pie da dawo. Na 2020 COVID nearby na my check akra. Sisi ade ebuai. E pie abedu ani ye kan ria na guso. Na ye tie so na fe ye de blocks na sha say ye de ye to. Nti it's going to be a very very interesting year. Na ebuai minchia minua bema. We as will be ade a osayi minua Sami Ewoku. The icon and idol of the Ofie project. Ye kuapem not for there. Ye kuapem mrantie there. We say every generation be ebuai. Ye wonipa ba ku bi. Every generation be ye wonipa ba ku bi. At any point in time otumi pie free mu no be say sa nipa we there ono ene kanea ene han for generations na kan o kan Kwame Nkrumah mbreso no even Kwame Nkrumah kra e bi mu kofa ne ba ye kra ba ye no obedi kan mwa ene Ghana hase ye kase yi ye de na ekufu ado so adi ase the next generation I wake up him not and na ekuapum nyina no yes ye de ne Sami Ewoku na de ma me ne G 2022 you kra ne dia oye wo NLA ebi wa he ye de adwuma man no kra many months ni 10 years o a month because of course somewhere mid year what transforming NLA so be transforming institution and yet normally and yet even about profit and call mo post you na morale no kra we adwuma ni mo no and work culture and work ethics what do aso to fema niam a wote na nsen ya KGL omo ne NLA edi dwumadie deal a wo ho na NLA ana Ghana aban mbrebi nya 22 million no abranti atam ko 55 million. It takes leadership for you to be able to engineer such things. Into no ka say we increase aban sika within this short period by almost about 33 million. And I think say a born about so baby I will be Sami Ewoku. Yeah, we are very proud of you. Very 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 proud of you.
I support what he's saying because on my behind do a period of time a leader arises out of the ashes. And Sami Ewoku me call my Facebook page. Me see that young man you see the glory of God. And see a BBA against Sami Ewoku. It will reflect back on you. It will reflect on you. And see or your Namishan or your Nimber. And what the man Musha Musu Mukrum commented. Musu Azabi a Cromantine hero. Azabi is a Cromantine hero. For the first time, in Germany, the MPP. But once there, many few crocodile, honorable contest for national chairman. Me supporting maybe be at an age.
That contest easy.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. But the contest is between two people. Oh yeah, Stephen Tim and Azabi. From afar. That's how I see.
Yes,
me doing Asabi, but Asabi is the oil commanding easy. Yeah, one and all there. Obiaza Gufine, one money, Chido. And that's all.
Yeah, that's Uncle Lutti.
Mafra Kakas, Miss Brunia.
You, Brunia, now wedding a
Miracles. Or go into some Mafra Kakas with this. But I wish you well because I'm in no more party.
Now, make us say Fred Agbenyo Edrufia, Fred Agbenyo, and the position international relations, no Bibi Kahon, Fred. Hey, now Fred microphone, Jason. Man, microphone, mammy. Na want to mean kasana happy birthday encore and fama Derek Anan Yemo from Nigel Foundation. Then for you won't say oma happy birthday nyankopon enom na chese oma wonya kese na ye kan ene opani ne ka J danso Nick na ye Nick birthday Nick eka February 4 no ho eti opani baby awo bia happy birthday also ka ho Fred Agbenyo so ka ho first yes san so na ye Nick Jaydan so na ye ose Kwame despite media kofa by on so ne birthday eti na se February ne de na abawa so ka ho na me so me hyemu bi ti ye toatoa mu a na ye ko Fred wo de ne ye niwie yo ye gusudi na niema mte sei ehia ya che
menaba me dase afisha panso
afin kometo yen
me papa ni menu apeni alote Jacobs afisha pa me una che
Baba
ba mitene nkande
otene nkampa
sabi den sanka betimi ato papa baby ewia ya bonko mo wanchen bia foto bi o ana edema ye ho sanso na menu miracles nipa boni kakra ada me guzu bompa man se nya men sakra na kuma ya men sakra na nya men kwa ne sanka na kuma na at least onya de se Kristo ni kakra be chiaga na fonyi na me chetie fonyi na mo bia fishapa our sympathy fonyi na fishapa enra ya nya kwan eko University of Ghana Legon yura Professor Mel so nya be koye 10 years ni ya ko launch ni foundation bi heritage foundation bi ademano na yekoye yeti ho na amanfo nya kwanye na kasa defa Professor Mason na no bia aka ene osoma odesum Ghana mine bibi bia okoye University of Ghana ko yeduma almost 25 years yura kwami pie ni mpode okaka item na kwa Chimota school also ba Chimota school no form 5 and approve by first year the way are conducting home, the way are carrying on side the free. And you know one be break say at the age of 27 or between your PhD holder a coach there for several years. Oko IRS a bia or Ghana him a jumo ye or be a Ghana vice president, be a Ghana mampini. Now something was very striking. For a casa in your knife and home or be a new can the number of properties are acquired. I believe in property, I believe in good things. But his selfless commitment and dedication to Mother Ghana, Nipado, being time conscious, those were the virtues that were eulogized. Na meti onyina no na meso bibisa me say nyaye nyina ekoba dachi bi osu ni hona ye bodin a anye bia sen na mafo de bekayo de na mafo beka fa ho, you know. And so it is important say nyina yenya kwan ye obedwem ye kasa obedwem nyina no ye behwe ye daache edin be na obejade ato adama ebusuafo enti organizer of that event, the board members na penifo e banyana ye domo ase nyama bebre free mu ba menya kwan a mebo ba komienu so but be ba na metie na era alote Jacob ebo amanfo abaso the way oman Ghana eko
na me bansa na abekọ eno so no program no na open to one and say you should invite nipa bi
well once COVID na by say I had this all events bia especially indoor event obetimi abie say obi akekantimi brambi because we need to observe the COVID protocols no and
because everyone wants ankalute maybe
well sebi enye obia bajo ma mewe bajo mi biwe
Fred meet you.
Open to event anye Ghana ni bia na betimi akobi. Sebi ye ka say enra program na se na Professor Mills ni brother kasa Sami Samuel Mills MP no hobby. Professor Mills na ne ba obi ne nkafo. Several family members were present. Sebi nyera aloteje gobongo na every central region and I put the Mills adamfo. Obo mo free odoso. We are the chairman of the event kra oyeyura ogwura nana. And I bet na kungwem actually be akosuye and to the first era to take my baby and also as my sent me baby they may have their own reasons and you'll be inviting opponent me back program maybe I invited a man for one reason or the other month me amba it be an invitation no come and want me ambo sankwa manwa but of course the most important thing is na na mo pre gidigidi and the more how the most important is near Kosenra or Mudanidi. Sabi, and yet partisan. Professor Mills goes beyond just NDC. And not to share even speakers now, Eden could be first young Fire. Dr. Kwame.
A party non organizer.
I said, there's a board chaired by Honorable Lesebefia.
And no, when we are different from Kokudiano. Oh, there be my explanation.
Sabi, yem kwano sabi se manu seminar so. Ye nyina nim yewura aloteje go bati ane. Manu seminar so BBC echina. Na eba se ye nyina yen kata fa no a. Obi ya betimi acha na adwen fa no a. Opese Ghana have to form an association you have the freedom to form an organization you want to form. Obi atimi organize group based on his perspective or the personality. And that me for that gbenya echina me so na me so there be me so me ka kra me nim fa Professor Menso no. Me so me ye bibi. To symbolize and I say me that kana nobody prevents me. So honorable Loteli go tia echina. No see o brother me no me nyonko pa. O me nua penny say anything. And to me so me je bibi kakra dey I know who is going to stop him from doing it. And the fact say in time past some other persons more some organize their own way, including it doesn't stop any other person from organizing themselves, and so there's nothing really wrong with it. And I'm making that here. And me the mebo money na abaso na mabom penny for your na so abaso. I think it went very well. Now, as I said, it's about the philosophy behind the event, the personality of Professor Mills. Is it relevant? Can we say I'm saying baby akonti? All that is stood for to is gone, and now say vision ideas, outlook about life. No, is it still relevant today in our democratic space? So, how do we imbibe it? How do we encourage more people to want to live like him, to emulate the things that he stood for? For me, that is what is most striking and relevant. Reflect so badly. I would say a life that is no exam is not worth living. And occasionally we should sit back. Now you reflect soberly. Anybody that's a new people, you reflect it. And I'm more tree or bra ye boy, near ye near cane, and ye be a nequasano. Yakasano, are we comfortable? Are we okay?
Yeah, that's it.
You don't just do it on the sake of political expediency and that's what they kind. Now can be now semi holding on. Abaso Boston cost when COVID and omitipa many antinamity. Hana minimum meeting and Ekosina. You see, now about Lotejo Kobeka and we say, Ebe say, Yama hope and the Kahunina.
Yeah.
Only Nantia as a Christian, as already me say, action faith me pepper. Faith without action is faithless. You can't just be giving a hope in a vacuum. To give hope, the hope must be tied into something. So Otia say, yes, me tia say me dead, but there must be a reason for me to be hopeful. Say, e china bi beko ye. Na sa na motu bi ko so. Na me hwe a. Dan na motu no should tell me say Debbie. I say akase e konkran. E ye kokuma say etin aha, e kokuma say. Na me hwe a kan de ndi a kire osu. Wa do Independence Square. Afi me hwe ye na manwemu a ye ko eposo. Na say I have hope. Anya bia yes, you get a ship, you get a crew or crew beer. Can you crack? Can you go for so much? What's that have hope? Menya Jesus Christ me go 19 so.
Yeah, that's it.
But
I was afraid that when you're near attending
also react to
now uncle when your invitation be an one call lecture CB.
oh I will lecture man among goes good and market bravo ngokra wo grow nya what one guy do amount better amount for to one voices yeah aja omo waka to the heritage ni nya in there sami awuku akoboa koku anyi the whole ni Atamus Institute. That's the reason why they are forming their own heritage. 10 years, over 10 years in the end is banana we're going to invoke the spirit of Atamusa. 10 years. Missy 10 years, oh we. Yeah, better you can some. We prefer to keep quiet.
Are you late?
Missy 10 years. What was the reason why? What is them heritage? We are my poems about my Facebook page. Missy them traditional shield in our poem. It's almost about 100 triangles. Now, is it mystical or what? What do they mean? 10 years. Banana, you go and invoke the name of Atanos. That heritage is a merchandise just to start marketing themselves in the name of Atanos towards 2024. People should be genuine.
See, meaning about this argument. This argument is very mute. This argument is very unfortunate. This argument is very mute. This argument is very most unfortunate. This argument say to create the impression say since Professor Ames we are for the past 10 years no. Obi entu anamobiaye. Obi anyehwe. Almost every year be makia. Almost Asumdwe Park. You know they go there. Hold it.
Nana Akufo-Addo sisi Nana Akufo-Addo or innovate or onyenwen gwasi.
I will finish.
The party was in power for 4 good years.
I will finish.
When build the mausoleum or befit Professor Amos, banana works at Legon.
Osadi for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ewi 1972. Osadi Kwame was 1972. It took Jerry Rawlings and his administration and sent a best mausoleum or Accra. This is not the first time. Ghana hayanya ampeni for bebre asebi omo kwetire. Development is a process. Governance is not an event. The fact say your expectation was not done within a week, within a month, within a year doesn't mean that cannot be done. Does it really matter? Every single year the assistant Professor Mills passed on. Event nidra, the commemoration is done. People are allowed to come and give speeches. It's remembered, it's done what is befitting. You may not be satisfied. Left to you alone be our person in a particular way and connoisseur, you are entitled to your opinion. I can't blame you for that. What you say, Ebi mi papewu, mi mamiu, minyaya, and every day bianca mi ebibi. But manyane sa obi but the way you dey out there
in supporting a wrong person to be
that is not the argument here. We have not supported any wrong person. You have that you see
Asempa 94.7 FM so any Ekosiise dwumadie na yeguso no yewo Ankaluti former Central Regional Chairman NDC ewo fia say ene social commentator Fred Agbanyo wo fia ha ena Miracle Aboaje so ewo fia Miracle mesha see fi so with E-levy no ho ensem ene lectures ahoro mukura mu de na den town hall meeting na watwetwa mu na ye poye mantem ena du Western Region ti ase ja ebetwa Ghana ho ahia ensam amu kan nyina adwuma no so emahye bedwa mu ena gina Miracle ma mesha see emfiri so na yenkoye nim
ebi am bacho how many minutes kabe bo me
ko wanim sima bedu
ebi wa me chia etiefo nyina so na mama ye nyina ho so official pa na de tie ne se won se oman bia no se ye cheche a ye wono ma be miensa na nan bi so na egina se ye beje to ye fe ne taxes no ana ye bobo bisia ana impo se oman bi ba be choska so na sa no ma we no eno na oka ne nyina bomu a na fi wa he wo hawa wo no ene no ma obetume de asoso ano nti afi bia ye de friend budget no normal mienu niema ye pese ye ma ye ho asoman ene bibie be physical free enti say at every point in time no we make sure say the opposite we ni nyina no normal e be boate mamufo na sika no so wa ohia na de aye no on sabeka 2017 ye babage gi your mind no medika aka na Ghana ye shetokru donko na esum edruye yentumi ntue adwuma ye foka. That was the time public sector oye adwuma owie no be nya adwuma no ya oye adwuma afe miensa na yetua no salary for 3 months. Your friend salary arrears no ye betua no boso miensa pe aban say even though why adwuma afe baako miensa no ye nya sika mfentua o sika ni nyina ma wo nti na yetua no 3 months salary arrears. That was the time aban say ye niska ye de betua elebobon ye Ghana for ma ho eka enti teachers allowance the nurses allowance the keka ho na twetwe mu no mine no was in distress, complete distress. Companies and our factories are almost for Ghana for me to me and ranting near Juma no be in Yesika crack of Ekofino. A young lady, a baby because factories no and to me produce it's an omunya kania and then in holding and our lights, electricity and from producing to Kotama. A lot of the factories shut down. They be also producing at half capacity. And all of that. Because even media houses be a layoff workers, a layoff staff. It's fact. Never make a fact. A BNY my opinion. A layoff workers as a result of high cost of operations. Because I saw this kakakana could be to you for could be got fuel, not the power and generators and so what you buy a juma. They so reduce overhead cost. Sa no ma we nyina echi so no na ye san e wo my we mu e wo taxes bebree a na Ghana for etua a yen as a political party no ye hu say no sa no ma we no even though e disika kraka ebe oman no na oman no was situation bi a enye ehu hia say ye de eto betoto sa no ma no so at that point in time nti ye be yi bebree almost about 17 of these taxes. There was some 1% friend is special import levy if you 17.5 VAT if we selected imported medicines biso. Okay, so near 17.5% VAT on financial services. Ghana ha. Okay, so nebi 17.5% on financial services e Ghana ha. Bank transactions. Yebetoye. Yeba ye free ho. Yebe 5% VAT on real estate. 17.5% on African World Airlines for tickets near the year free ho. You know maybe import duty if importation of spare parts so kaya ye omo no so noma noma do dru ebi why noma mu dru kaya ye fo nyina no ye buy na omo so a friend say omo tua eto be yisa noma we nyina if ho 17 of them ebi why me kasa me bobo a ebi na membre no anso ninjide echi no na Ghana sanso akọ IMF ho IMF no dia etie ne se wokọ IMF a enye so mo chew ske bi o mo diske bi ma se je wa ba be ka chere so ho achew nti a chew ske wo ye ka se oman bi akọ IMF for bailout a ya na ye nkrofo bi se wokọ IMF wo ske bi da ho ne dia chew se fa enti sa IMF wokọ o mo bo besia ske no mo de mo na ye besia that was the time I think you call no Ghana I think $900 million. Sabbesia no so no insi hu ka hu. Na de ya ne say IMF a boss $900 million besia na wie no. Omo de man wie no omo say man conditions na che say twi mu no omo say man nhihye bi da ho ana se na e ka no. Nhihye na da ho na bi ne say so hu ache wo de a ene huntumi nfa ne o man cheche otimemufuo. Enti so hu ache wo nti yembeli wo ne ama obosia de a and the cultural sa allowances been out the ma Ghana for man no mun discuss be om hwache om no obejai so wo so hwache de a and want to me fa nwuma phobia because want to me nka se hwache and so na baby na fa Ghana for wo nwuma na otuo mka want me yes ade no and no ma bebre boso me miense bia no ombeba Ghana no ma be fa ye nkrata no mo ache de yenye o ma che se ne ye hwe ye manfo e kwa on be se ye fa so no mo ka che omo ka che subsidies bebre kra ma ye free ho omo hye yen e ma ye increase ye electricity tariffs na water tariffs na no ma bebre IMF nhye no sa netie ye bae no MPP ye betwa asade no because ye say me kokobọ besia na besia no so mi ntumi mfe bi ndididie ene nka mentena ho na menye wala to wala sa na se gari kra na menyawe na menyawe na obi ankyere me se na ebe ya me ye de me mbọ me bra ni ye tie ho free IMF ho ye tie ho free IMF ho no nyankopo adom ye chichiri o man na to the extent say no man na ye ntumi nyenti a ye dwane kwa IMF no yetumi ye teacher for allowance ye de momo head nurse for allowance ye de momo yetua adwumaye for ka nurse for ne teacher for mo wie school na mo ntumi inform adwumam ye be form nyina enwumam extension officers no motifie ye be form veterinary officers ye form nyina enwumam enye no pe ye de normal hodo kra bi bae a be magana for a sabi omhochi om ye bae no na Ghana ha afibia nkola 98,000 ha 98,000 kan say empem ebi okron wotwe na afibia no esani sika omunya mfentua school fees to mo ketene fi omuntumi nko secondary school ye sign to me boss ankola no nyina aka ema asa 2020 no na Ghana fomba almost about 1.2 million ni kukola pole 1.2 million na ye de Ghana for ye ankase ye sika ye de ahom a ye guso ye de hom ye san so boa ankrakra nyuma ye fo ema omutubi shomu nyuma mu kina a me no kase factories I work across the country almost about over 260 thereabouts. I am almost about 120 or so. Maybe figure kakra operate fully. Yes, I know my way na ekwa fo omudi omuyekua ewo nkrase ye she omu kena ye bo omu subsidies ewo fertilizers or subsidies ewo seeds so ne ade nyina. Yes, I know my way nyina. E mo man no ba nanima bedum pepe so bi nyina say oh 2019 there na Ghana yiguso ekoye nimpa ye 2020 na ya kan 2020 budget review ye kan 2020 budget November ye 20 ye kan November 2019 ye 2020 February pe na pandemic ibae no na sambre no bi wai ya kan budget review enti no de tie ne say niema a wan hyehye no na afi de oba be ye pandemic ibae si nyuma yefo nkotene fie ye lock down Accra ene Kumasi for weeks any days nkrofo kashe dem ompie no anya bibie di internet aban etu e friend said e friend social relief emwa engu monten ye mebi mu nuane ye be mu be da ye kanyina no so na ayare fo so ka ho because covid chewa na aba na ye hwew aba na ebo ho ka ye sa no ma we nyina no na eye sika ye budget you ana sika ye adwen say ke ba budget ye be budget ye be spend it. Ebi bebi no na Ghana fo ebi watre fia ba sika kro ombe be ombeto de anko munni nti aban kai se sa net ye dia ye mo nti electricity water bill ye ma discount omo so omo da fam kota ohia buburo kra ne de aban fo obo nyina ho kai den etua mo na o mampeni ka asembi samre no yamfa yadwe ankoso o say economy ne de ye ni mekwa ye be fa so emre bi economy ne be kwa ohia mu no ye be ye free mu na mmom se nipa ba kupowu a na se yare no betwem kɔ ye san bet to ya brabo so a ye ntumi fa sa nipa ye den emba atiasefo mu nti ekwan bia ye be fa so a asoman ye be make sure say ye be bo Ghana fo nyina ho ban no ye be bo nti we did a lot of things, a lot of interventions I no unplanned ye hyehyɛ you baby ese ko face can be e ko fa bae ene ye pia ye ho kakran de ye fa 2020 ye call 2021 ene ye sha say ye bounce back kakra ene ye hyehyɛ ye ho an ye ba bedum pempenso bi a ye hu say oman na ye kyekye no ye wo suku adan ho haw ye wo hospitals ho haw ye wo haw bebre akwan a ye ne no nyina enso ohaw ba ku bi wo ho a eno ye national security matter si yanhwe ne yanhwe nsisi sa ohaw no kwan a de ohaw kese pa na bebre oman nyina ene nnwuma mrante ni bu school mo wie na nnwuma ni ho omo so mo ntumi nya kwan ko school no ontumi nya ho ni nsa no adwuma bia omo so masua nsa no adwuma wie no osua wie enso ho akade o de be ye adwuma no oni ena ban se 2022 we dia ya kyekere ye nyoma nyina ye hyehyɛ nyina wie no nyoma miensa bi wo ho a ɛyɛ priority a ɛkwan BS yɛfa so na yɛhwɛ ne yɛden yɛdi ho dwuma deɛ di kan ɛyɛ unemployment ana nnwuma a ɛni hɔ ayɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ ne yɛboa na mmeranteɛ nyɛ adwuma yɛ deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu ɛyɛ akwan roads a yɛn yɛgye di sɛ yɛtumi yi akwan dodoɔ paa wɔ ɔman wei mu a ɛbɛboa na nnwuma na ankorankora ne ɛba bɛbie no koraa ɛbɛma na easy obi adua no koko na so akasa no koko ne bɛba kurom aka hyɛ nwura mu saa asɛm yi yɛaka ho asɛm over the years emre biara Ghana yɛka ho asɛm yɛsɛ this time we want to face that head on ɛna ne korakora yɛsɛ ɛnɛ wiase a yɛwɔ no bibia a movie akɔde aborɔfo mu yɛfrɛ no digital space cyber space yeah na sa digital space no ebiwai sɛ wo pia wo no nyinaa akɔkɔhyɛ hɔ te sɛ ne Ghana fo yɛ nyinaa akɔkɔhyɛ wei na sɛ one fan hyehyɛ ya nto fam a it can turn around to be a big disadvantage rather to you on be ebiwai yɛte ayi obi betumi a hack into Asempa obi ha ne sɛ dia one person be fan from mu no in all the film until be a friend of cyber space security a certain infrastructure be a ɛsɛ bind to akwemu na boy nyina ho ban as we go into the digital space until bind say 2022 year there ɛsɛ sɛ yɛnya sika bi almost about $1 billion bi na saa $1 billion no yɛde bedi saa normal miensa we ɛho dwuma sɛ yɛanya saa normal miensa we ana yɛanya saa $1 billion na kyɛ sɛ saa normal miensa we ne yɛbɛyɛ den enso yɛhwɛ bebi ya Ghana yɛbɔ besia babedru ɛwɔ mpɛmpɛnso yɛgyina sisi ya na yɛdumre bi a ɛsi etwa saade no so ana yɛbrɛ na se kakra ne yɛpɛ kwan bi yɛbɛfa so a yɛankasa yɛman ni mu no yɛbɛ raise resources na yɛde bɛdi dwuma no because bosia na wɔkɔkɔbɔ no ebiwai wokɔbɔ besia 5 Ghana cedis a wobɛwie ne wetua ho nsi hu ɛbɛyɛ 3 Ghana cedis nti na wokotua 8 Ghana cedis nti
meba o 10 minutes ne de asokra pa ho na
ma mencheche ɛyɛ pa
meba sane ya wo kan no
we are 20 for 20
wachire mu ebre a yewura covid no mu a ho kire ba yewiase mu nyina o man Ghana ka ho bi eti afei na ye free covid no kra ye mfiri mu nwie ye eti aho kire na nipa wo mu no nipa ho adwo won ye abra so se sa atwe sa bri ne bre wo se ye de eba mehwe former MP onmunyamfo esibe ye bo ani poster wo de ato Facebook efa IMF de ye a wo kan say IMF ye kwa conditions ye wo ho na o man ni se ye betumi hwe ne nsem a otro ye ono ne chairman na wo mracha bedwe ansa na obefiri we finance committee no ono oda na o say IMF se wo hwe wo mo a wo de bo a aman nyina gibia Ghana ka ho no enye se bia wunipa kroko IMF no a wo koji sika ensese wo gie IMF eyeku a oman bia wo ka won hyehye ye ho no wo make contribution bi ewo won hyehye ye mu enu nti se Ghana ye kokho no mu asa na 2020 covid iba ye no meba omo de mwa be so ya se na o kana ye bosia 2021 on be so ya sene se aman bebre da so age samwa no eti se Ghana ye no wo ye hyehye ye no wo so ya sena enu no nkyere se yagu ye ho anim ase ana se ye ha ye ho nya za na mu
anyway MPP won
se ne ono okay mu
MPP won ye decision se ye nko IMF no enye num ase ana enye num ase asemu enye there are several even developed worlds omko IMF ye say ye mpese ye oman Ghana bebo bese abiem
nti
two decisions
the introduction of E-levy no Ghana ye mobosia bio
we see I progressive we say we jai bibia we share see free baby say ye kwa IMF ne ye kwa be say $1 billion a ye betua ebia obewie ne wetua 1.2 billion ana 1.1 billion ko nsi won ka ho enye no pe omo say abe catch us say mem fam rante enwumem omo say abe catch us say jai school feeding omo say abe catch us say jai allowances e ho kan doso ye say na me no ka say Ghana ye nipa 30 million enso nipa 2.4 million pe na etua to a ye de hwe nipa 30 million nyina na sa situation no a quite say the friend no contribution no chop me wo Alfred Fred ena ye pese ye noa emoni edi emo ebe so yen obi aye cap baako 1 cap enso so yen contributors kan yen fan ye no me na ebi o enkwa ne ya contribute 2 caps ena ya noa nti ewie na ye titi aduane ya che no Esa say ye be che aduane 2 cups ama nipa 4 anka say ye che 4 cups no ye mi nipa ne ye contribute ye nti ye mia ye ni na nipa 4 de am 2 cups anka say ye di 4 cups nti ye mebia no ne ye ho che yen nti say ye pese ye nipa 4 no bi etumi nya 4 cups di dia e say ye ko Jackson ho ne ye ko bob besia 2 cups fi Jackson ho ne ye de be ka 2 na me ne nipa contribute ne ye hwe nipa 4 so what you say etu be wie no e say ye san ko tua Jackson 2 cups ne ka ne yesande ba ko yeden e ka ho e ma emre bia no nipa 2.4 million e ho che na sika so a e fi nipa 2.4 million ho no en so nipa 30 million no so long as amoye 30 million nko de na se mo ka doso enti nipa 2.4 million pesika entumi nhwe nipa 30 million no
eno ne brofo amode ba say ye widen taxnet
eno ne widening enti so widen taxnet na
kanyo omu ntua no ne ye ko hwe omo
mewa widen taxnet na what happens is that so widen taxnet na afi na me no ka say Ghana ha nipa dodo a omwo ye fe ne say omwo momo no so yes I think today the finance minister mentioned it is it 21 million people inti afi no nipa 2.4 billion pen e ba betua to nipa 21 million in e ba betua inti nke bia nke say wo nipa 2.4 no ye tua 30 Ghana ne de show mine na ye bia munti afi utua wo 1 cedi 70 pesos na o contribute utua wo 2 cedi na o contribute utua wo 3 ebu mami wie wo de me kasa na nka me kasa biem why me mba biem me afi na mbeka E-levy asenti ka me mba biem why wo de mami nka me mba biem utua 3 cedis a nanka wo contribute to the development of the state. I don't see how this should not be embraced by every Ghanaian. The alternative, no, and NDC for ayo mo anko mbe fa ne se anko mbe kwa IMF. No ma ko bo besi ayan na ebetua. Ko bosia no eduai ukoji free IMF a yan na ebetua hoka. We should establish that ukoji sa bosia no ko IMF wona enye free. Ye ko IMF ne ye ko jiska. Ye yan na ye ba betua na saska na ye ko fefre. Unji ni se Ghana for one ye ba beji nti ye say instead of say ye be ko IMF ne akwaje besia ne ba behwe ye ho no ade ne yentremu na obi entua ne de nkakran no fan contribute
yeah that's it abusia miracle aboaje na yate ne nka no communication team member MPP Fred so mame ansan maba anka loteso
minua ida se bebre na well sometimes yeah amanyo sem no minim na ya nya kwan betina radio ni TV so kasa no menim the way sometimes yeah dream se Ghana 40 yeah na kwanya bi na yanya o kwanya na yanya nsema ya bobu mu nyina enye se ye nim sinkrofo mu tie o dodo na tiase kra sen ye na mamanyoko na yakodomdom ntina yanya kwan betina se ye kire ya adwen until the least one can expect of us said the oboni ni di beba Ghana for me hu film you know occasionally ya ye mane broso I say obiti e okomo de hold on the die komo de okra say oyam kra fe hu ne ye no obi kira say wa men o se jitum say wa men ba wo su num to okomo de wo ti ofie ade san bi obenya do na ma o yire ne mba di no adane wo dadwene na so obi show say jitum say bibia how we are okay oh yes sir na I say ada say ya dwen say Ghana for no sebi man kan ya jifa man cheme omu ndwi yi ana so munim na ekoso o mai mu no man na ya betina na eka ho asem no enyo ma fufuro bia wo space o onkrofo na ya di omudi nkomo enwumre no omo so mo ti o man mu bio ti sampampa se ayeye na ekoyi a so munim senkoyi nso a so munim uti ha nei sampa se oye adwuma ewo Asempa FM wasitinam improvement abam na bibi akoyi a now salary a oje na ese akọ market na so di na bibi akoso yi ma oyi a you know it, you don't need me for like to tell you enti amanyo sem de betnya na epe ne bia hwe Ghana ehona me so me di share dey free energy nsema ye kan na obi bi oti o maimu ana ni afika kra em say ye kania sa o man bia unyi a na oso obua na ya bie nyama be boa ma o man na tuma ko ni Osaifu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah e de akoso mo dan bae no go and check the history at the time ni alote job ti oba kire ono ejuma we sigida. What was the entire total capacity of Akosombo at the time omode bae? It was about 80% megawatts when they produce. Over the years, na expansion, na ekweni. Edu membi Ghana ha during the peak season. Kani a ebe here said be nyama we fie industry ka wonyina over 1,600 megawatts, 1,800 megawatts in the peak season a day. Meanwhile, available capacity, say plants are here when I'm saying do no juma, buidam unso level na ba fem. Enti 400 na ka 500 megawatts no, obehwe na ma 80. Akosombo na nka ya bibia santimi mai over 1,000 megawatts no, obehwe na ma 500. So even though the stock capacity is available, the available capacity between the juma no na e wo fem. Enti dum so. Far back in 2006, an energy commission project here say a person meet the energy demand as a country there, afibia 12%. Yes, can be. What happened between 2006 up until we came into office? I bet you dum so. The good news, and it's a Ghana. Nebi obedu UFM ha. Na mo plant nye juma jijijia. Enye se na nado bet na ba munti. It is because obi baye. Say be naji mu do. Again the future of this country. Ejo to anamobi. Na ma se ne yeti be bia yeti. Edun pepe so pa fere bono ye di na atma kas ma fa no se wa maka dan kra do so ye hu ne fa nye. Ada ne kama e. Ba na adwen pona na owo no onim se na ka akoko de vom of problem electricity. Uko Burkina Faso problem. Uko Togo, uko pa Nigeria. Enti na adwen kese na osanka ekwem na be so SS one na be ka no ye be kosa ama men so na anya ska bi de free. Adwen ketiwa ba ya o say waste. Akaka ni epe bia. Ti se nega na fanya kanea na bia so. Na ewo mu fem de ye adwuma. Na betina se mbo abaso a. Question na obi abisa anyi bia obae no. O de ni 1 megawatt aka ho ana. Unfa hwen ka ho ye. Enti uji no da ball so ayi den. Hwe emi onwa. Anke bae na se COVID. Ghana nkwa na yare ni bae ya. Aka mi na ka yeka ne ho asema. Aka mi nka hwe. Eye global pandemic. Ase kire say wiase afa na nyina yare ni ko obi. Indeed the mprofa yare ni ehiti omu kese kra no enye ya ye wa Africa. Oko America, oko most part of Europe. The devastating effect of COVID enye some ketewa. The number of lives that were lost to COVID. The pressure that it brought on the economy. Yeah, the idea is that in the sub-region. Abey, na minya. You see, we need to put all these things in proper context. In 2019, Ghana, netia. O budget I say, sika obe revenue tax obe jijina. O can you refuse niya? You were targeting so benya sika about 43 billion Ghana cedis sika obe nya tax obe jijina. That was before COVID of 2019. 2020 now COVID ni ba ye no. O taxes ni scanner onya ya sa ban and move from the 43 to 45. 2021 o sika na ba o hwe ni so obenya nyina from taxes. Na ye 55 billion Ghana cedis. Afin ni ba ni ye no na wanya 57 billion Ghana cedis. How did COVID affect your revenue mobilization through taxes? When all the figures are pointing to the fact said you even exceeded your own targets. This is from your own budget. COVID in by scanner when you 43 billion. A year na COVID by no, we can move from 43 to 45. Then 3 years and move from target to 45 and 55 and 55 and 57. And yet you are blaming COVID. Many say now they've not budgeted for several things. COVID by no, they have to go and look for money to go and pay for all those things. Na nani nyina nka omo plans mu. Besane say before COVID ebeba no na anyebia omunim say IMF ema wants about $2 billion ana na e come budget on $2 billion omanye ni free anyebia no munim say weba no mom 100 million ana omanje ni free oman cost stabilization fund anko extra fan free all oman cost central bank anko extra fan free all under the Ministry of Information yamfa for 12 and 2 say corporate Ghana and individual be contribute can shame SAS scanning na was in their budget bam musem omo de yeden go and check COVID expenditure Adriania is claiming they gave Ghanaians yankola amuko schools first Veruca bucket eto de momo any nose mask go and check the figures abendi beto odwa say no ni sika onya the free expenditure mu yeye amman for fa COVID who edidi with nam. People became rich overnight as a result of COVID. They benefited. They are rich people today. And so if you come and sit in this studio, now check Ghana for say COVID have come to a standstill. You are joking. And the things Ghanaians don't know. You have about to vote to 2020. Also Ghana for your mom can free. Your mom is so free. That is why you told us. Who's the COVID? Scan our engine already be the money free. Just after elections, when we you came back and you are taxing Ghanaians to pay for all the things you claim that you are giving us for free. Are we not paying for all those things? Are we not paying today for all those things? So how do you dare come and sit here and tell us, say, we didn't plan for this, we didn't project, and then. Sure. Time now, MP for Befa Abain. Minya, the Kaza Ghana de Ka, Bush and Abofia Manolina, Efri or Saifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Benso, Efa Soja Fona Abebe Munina Benso, Eba the Fourth Republic, John Rawlings, President Kufuor, Professor Mills, President John Dramani Mahama. At the time we're leaving office, Ghana's total indebtedness is 120 billion. 120 billion. By September of last year, 2021, Ghana's total indebtedness now 344 billion. Nanado busia wabo ebakao. Every independence 120. Unkwa from 120 would have been 344. And now look at say even the energy sector debt in the can we. Our debt to GDP by 2000 now can 17 now 56%. And then almost 83%. As a matter of fact, as a nation, we don't have an economy today. Why are you deluding yourself? Chairman of Public Accounts Committee. From your own stock, where are they speaking the way they are speaking? Where are they speaking the way they are speaking? Now you are blaming everything on NDs.
Yes, solution to problems are you facing. Say from mom side no, and this young man you couldn't say there be E-levy no MY. First crowd and ye cast a musi yente so musi there be adiano ye enya kra yen free wo. Etimu alternative ne same. If you say you okay or more maka say baby adiana do na muchiraba. Eti ye say more alternative no yemfa he.
Oti uni bi hwe. Ye nyina eti hey. Me hwe anya kwaya to kwa abrochire da. Ye nim say abrochire ho ama for to taxes pa. Okodu America na say obi ntia tax a radio tua. Odne card si kwan so a e kwan na ye kama. Yes, you on 12 so ni so nam ne pipe mo 24/7. Yes, you on 12 for kania, ne kania ne da ho 24/7. Enter ban so je sika da kwa school and pampa school ni wo ho. Aban so de commercial transport system da mo a eye adwuma, rewe ye adwuma, ye de ne se ye tuatua sika we a. Na onipa ba kwa tam. For example, your private jet wa Ghana. No so on the private jet no on pay. Or no information na wanya no on pay. And to no high private jet ni boy ding. I no bet me adam man ho atono. No the nam from no the jare. You tak forecast bet your allowance sa. O se o man kwa o be jom salary craft from musem.
Alternative ne say.
Meba. Sa IMF in say mo can be wan hwe. What is IMF? Ghana far back in 1962. And e kodom e de kodom IMF. IMF yakwa say men fellowship in a church. Ambema you know piano be rumbi. Ura your contribution. E de ko ho, ye nyina e just card de ko and e maintaining fellowship no. Said that home bet show no. Ubet me fellowship in chain. No cousin Pamocho, in me watch me, Mumba Busua. Yen you ask Canada can boom the atu no. Mumma me be. Now tell I Thomas no, Namiko Chame home. Okwa committee for it meeting as first. Oh, massa. Mpacho me ba. Na benefona tena so massa. I'm passing I watch it there. But what you have observed ni say over the period. The Kenya tone sampe now only young girls at the drinking spot am we monsa. Mo wake kebab. Sika edi mawi, twa some fan kotena drinking spot one fan wake kebab. Sika no fa koye investment. Say full kan de koye, fa koye fuo. Say be ya profit bi be ba so amount. Na obetu scan it back. Say be obi pay na wanya. E ade boni. Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Say out your memu, NASA by COVID, by in the sub-region. Ghana, your deficit. Last year's deficit, we are the highest in the whole of the sub-region. Abewa na do budget we buy. Says ka menyano eninye. Menyaska we are when I'm spending. You spent in far in excess of your own budget. Be so much size money here then. Reckless expenditure, useless, reckless things. Now quite me for to be a nyanisa. And see, these are the restrictions, sir. Or say IMF. Okay? So let me tell you what they're going to do. Oh, please, you don't direct what I say. When you're talking, I kept quiet. I'll tell you. But they can't say. But hold on. See, Sikana was a penal. Osha Auditor General's report about Abonching. I know can say. The physical yes, a man for using it now. Almost 12.5 billion. Let me account for. Now something me account for 12.5 billion. Now so would the E-levy the ba. E-levy no our projection say ebema about 7 billion. Why don't you go and chase the 12.5 billion? Is the 12.5 billion not far in excess of the 7 million you are looking for? We are saying that government should stop the wastage. If we cut down wastage, if you cut down corruption, frivolous expenditure, do you know what they want to do with the E-levy? I beg get fund under President Rollins. And they did and they get fund they buy. Do you know what they did? And they get fund. It's a history. You are supposed to be paying money to get fund every year. And they buy projects. And school. I beg time get fund. No, to connect bebano. And I go bon busua. Busua na go bon. They are road fund the same thing. Do you know what they want to do with this E-levy? As soon as you pass the E-levy, they are going to use as a collateral to go and get more money, go and take more loan. That is what the government wants to do. As soon as you pass the levy, Busha na makoko bono, and you are no more to interest.
Only I would drink so much. And
then I made what they want to do. Because
in the budget, no more.
I am telling you that they are going to use the money as collateral to go and borrow.
Yeah, that's it.
He knows it.
Abusian Fred Agbenyo ena yatene nkano NDC amanyuko no na ojinemu akasa ede ama wo Ankalote yenko wesi wubre na so Ankalote yenko
eyima enzama o kande wozibo kwa kede niya o ya assumptions.
Oh, it's not assumption, no.
They are assumptions. It's an assumption. It's an assumption. Yeah. Eyima the whole E-levy opposition government ni position opposition and government position.
Yeah.
I can see one time.
Obiya de.
Ne akushisam na dosun in the public space. Ewa, what they are doing, Mr. Ghanaian politicians, we should learn from what happened to Kutua Champon. Me, Makamu, I was part of People's Movement for Freedom and Justice. Yes, sir. Despite being CPP, at that particular time, Kutua Champon was in union government. It was the CPP old men who were behind him. And because in CPP youth, we went against Kutua Champon. But in the Kutua Champon, oh, urban estate at the housing, Kutua Champon. But agric near Kutua Champon. Where a Benibia was a flagship project or ya. Dama was a Bakai. Nagana Han, yesi, ake. Ye today ama egwa wonje chale. Osimesi wakaji osimesi ne ye na oye politician oye demo ya na abo asema wagampo onyimu hwe. Onye so. Neso ye better it zagoja for people to believe it. Until manka sa che Ghana fo. Mr. Yelanga as Ghanaians, what do we want? It's like yefi yando ma baby yefi ya the best settle present day Ghana. Ebekede British government all hand over power to us and we have become aimless. We don't know what we want. Coming Odiriba, free education. Yeah. Coming Gumaka for Kankanyami. Kankanyami no wa himfa. And we continue doing it just for the want of power. Yeah, Ima. Mr. Ghana for one bisa opposition for. I mean, from my next door neighbors. Na Fred Wahazi. Minyo kakraba ne party fund. One bisa one. NDC, what do you want? What is the alternative? What do you want? Look, I say NDC for say E-levy one pin. When they go outside the work at Ghana for there, E-levy what boy I there E-levy or Samaweche oba no do be one nzina E-levy. If you want full leadership, NDC leadership is there. If the E-levy will pass for parliament, MPP will lose 2024 elections. You want power 2024. The same party that is opposed to E-levy are the very same party who are advising this government there. If you implement the E-levy, you will lose 2024 elections.
It's all our political power.
Oh, wow, leadership even in parliament. No, look, we don't even need to talk about E-levy again. Because if an MP, NDC MP in parliament will come out to say there, if there is secret vote, they don't trust some of their MPs. Oh! Yeah, and you mugase kasepa. No, the MP knows a good party no. Also, we don't trust some of our MPs. And, oh, go and read. Go to online. You will see that.
On radio, so you provide evidence.
Oh, yeah, mutala.
What's it?
Also, one pair secret voting because they don't trust some of their MPs.
Where's the evidence?
Oh, where is the evidence? I mean, I catch them. Nede donya, konongonya onyesa, konongonya onyesa. No, or pasuko, konongonya onyesa. Haven't your youth even risen up against your party leadership in parliament?
Why is there a 2-1 debate? Is there a 2-1 debate?
Well, this is. I mean, the me
Let's take the title. Oh, you are not independent. There's nothing independent about your reading here. There is nothing independent about it. You are just continuing from where you are just continuing from where you left off. You are a low
Fred, Uncle Lute, so a freelance politician.
Yeah. Ejima.
Me man can no me say yes.
So Uncle Lute.
Yeah, and no question number you know that's the truth.
It's not.
The truth is that your own MP, it's maligning. He is maligning your party. That he doesn't trust some of your MPs, and that if there should be a secret vote.
MPP you to speak about no. MPP ni anto magbagbe.
Go boy.
Oh me be sao.
Go boy.
You to about no. E wa parliament no. Anya bia. MPP ni anto magbagbe.
Uncle Lute to us.
Me be sao.
Go Freddie. As someone in there, your MP has disgraced your party.
Did he happy with
Inje adi parliament you people shouldn't go there and be talking about the E-levy. Woma E-levy number omra ni yenhwe ni caricature. Let's see the caricature that is going to create.
You the people can pass, so we are not part of it.
Oh, that is important. Inje wonja, you just walk out. Let the MPs vote for the E-levy, and then you hold to that. Oh, maba. Yeah, me next door neighbors, oh, don't shake yourself.
Oh, my friend.
Yeah, in the university tribunal, Bojish. Tashi nyale nunemu. Mbe Jackson, ale nufiu. Alo abo coffee. No coffee o gani banye. Stimulate bo una boni jon. Yeah. Asama me pede makai there. Them sycophancy hypocrisy. Oh. Charlie, me. Oh, I mean the mobile as independent person. When it is right, it is right. When it is wrong, it is wrong. And you know one party na. I mean me feel party me what's a way image. Me an independent person. I speak my mind. I help with the progress of this country. I look to Mother Ghana, not to your party. Because our party from world zako fidoto. Enyima one or there you go Roman bishop be better on where you confess what's online where your confession and this with Zaposhido. I mean I accept that. I accept that. I accept that. Yeah, my oh, I have accepted that. I have accepted that.
Now you are going to you are the problem. And
okay, sir, all this
also independent defense.
No, man Kasama, yes,
you are. Yeah. I would love to see 20, but your woman, Fred Agbonyo, woman, and you coffee bina, on stimulating alcohol. Nah, what pump I could fish and each man or the avatar. Ne, Enima. Yeah. The NDC loves holding press conferences after ministers have been approving a nigga want you to full worry they work bribing and say one year MPP for 138 and then 137 plus one independent. No one vote. Will vote to you. No one so have a press conference there. Ghana free. In Jay you can go free one say wa pass as in Asempa 2024. You both Asempa ba ne asami ma. Look, for me, from all indications, and from within their leadership of the party, they know that E-levy will pass or perform wonders in this country, and that's why they are against it. Yeah, why be to do the same thing? I mean, I bet was it but she now so was it bomb. What by time? What more time? On your rough road. Oh, yeah, no question. So why don't you? Now what is wrong with you? Oh,
that's why I'm complaining.
But you see, the very one I want to hear. Yeah, you are not helping. You are not helping. Missy, Abba, no. Aqua Chapro ne there in Mbanzama. Inja all that 12 months of no bomb, no catch your revelation there. And Monzam maybe a wolf, you and I mean, the chief would away. What is wrong? Yeah, the government looks at its economy management when we are in difficult times. So, or gather all citizens. Come on, let us all contribute and help.
When they are increasing the president's budget.
But Uncle Lute, nipa dodo na so a do sika no percentage no 1.75.
Maybe look, this morning I suggested there. So you know be let's start piloting the E-levy after approval. ABS shall say from 1.3 to 1.4. Near I shall say we will get there. Yeah. Mami the analysis more. Starting from President Rawlings. Mr. Professor Duban you to be honor or akede Rawlings you petrol nobu say me tuntia me yen baba na be change we will come and reduce the price of petrol. He lost again. Then President Kufuor took over. Obeying we excuse me because those days you know get gallons. Bisame there. Mobo. Bisame there. Oba Pawan. During the period of President Rawlings, the price of petrol, and then President Kufuor by the price of petrol, was it the same? Was there any reduction? There was rather an increase. President Kufuor for your also mekahu mitanyim bagye. Debe ye bro Ghana yeruwo ewate. Yes, President Kufuor onye she. Because we also wanted to come to power. And see, gallon pona, or the change me, Modi Beijing at Chapel Square, Morgan in Yabon, petrol no ben, we increase the petrol. Ghanaians voted for President Mills. Yeben, yes, we be increasing petrol. And see, look at it. From President Rawlings to President Kufuor, from President Kufuor to President Mills, from President Mills to President Mahama, from President Mahama to President Nana Akufo-Addo. Has there been any reduction or there there? Yeah, Mbacho, Mamma Casamasam, Akawasa Mevi, one wapo finu dosunti. I miss a mefim. Mr. Mr.
Mr. Grant. Who want to be a grand or free
the confession of an apostle. Missy, I'm an apostle of propaganda. In the major, also I'm undermining one year. I apologize to everybody. No, Missy, there, clean policy. No one wants to walk your room. And what more than also will use one for one grassroots. Oh, but that Ghana food the man. Yeah. Let us put our thinking cap. More than beyond today, been my ofi. Adi academia, no we be yeah. I'm not surprised about Asibi. I learned he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Now, politics, I you.
So people must not speak the truth again because they lost an election. What is the meaning of this?
Was it me I can see you? Me I can see you. Yeah. Also, Mumpon. I go ahead and you win your nominate a guitar droba. And when that droba was him, that's I wanted to know. I can, hey, no, I got your do. Ebiane, I did fly bina, where best one a walk out. And one, honestly, or ye be because you do me, I do you. And you know,
but Uncle Lieutenant, you can't trust Musa.
Yeah, there is a policy, a cardinal policy. By this government there in the young call IMF. I mean on your masam. I mean masama on your mean there. You were an army of unemployed graduates. Thousands of them. It's a bombshell. Oh, but the one they say 140 in my region, Fred, it is working. How many
Fred,
look, go there, go and do your research there.
Oh, you are confirmed. We built airport. We built Temita 3. We built a tribal gas plant. I'm begging it to you. You asked me what we did. We built a rich hospital. We have employed people.
Fred,
why are you not in there? In the program, no, best say.
Asempa 94.7 FM. So Ekosiise On Asempa and Masubutu Amuti no. Friday, Uncle Lotte meba. Fred, there be Fred. Yanya sir. Fred. Fred. No. Fred. Tieni American Fred. No, Fred. Fred Agbanyo. Miracle. Fred Agbanyo. Fred O Kasano. Fred T. Me O Kasano. Obi am Manyesa.
I'm speaking the truth. The truth is that your Casa de Europa. Casa de Europa, the informal employment in where you ma rent 400. Where you adi, and then you get almost about 60-70. Where you permanent workers. Then you go to a Ekumfi fruit juice. Ekumfi fruit juice, why you add grower scheme? Yeah, when you go there, Ekumfi is changing. Ekumfi is changing. Now this is Ekumfi juice. This is Cote d'Ivoire. Asempa. I'm telling you, they are exporting because Wakaji Busafi Exim Bank. How do they pay? Ghanaians Okodu baby, hey, you want to fruit juice? And this it wasn't there. It wasn't. Mr. There was no factory. And they have expanded. That farm alone. What I'm saying is that farm alone cannot feed that small farm.
I just want you to confirm.
Nancy for mine.
Oh, please.
Whoa. Confirmation. Go there yourself.
Some of Brian Boabin adventure ya wode aba. Bacho Fred who disturb me. Some of Brian Boabin say me pesa me can be to Uncle Lutasa mo kan ye no so say 10 years nie and am ampani dada obenfo John Evans atame say free mu. It is nena NDC amanyoko no mpanimfo bi say we organize a remembrance ceremonies de mana we ade bi a ondo hu ne se mampani dada mama na agenda na omo appreciate Samuel Brian Boabin awoshi and wadi we efre sada so na walanya kwatia de ya wode aba o say ebi happy birthday enkoma Richmond ejete your Army Salvation Primary School chopreman na owo yankopon enhia na onom no na gaji say ebi nipa ba kwa wotie kosi senpa Lance Corporal ado ye owo 5BN osi wotie mo Lance Corporal ado 5BN baby awo bia ye chiao ekosi sentim ni nyina ye chiao papa ebusa for ye na ye de asi ye kwa no anka lote si form na ye nko so wala ndia no ye da say
what no jade ye nkaso because okasa ba ombado
anka lote
no go some number catch up
bia 5 minutes na ye nko miracle 5 minutes
okay I will no nkasa last
maybe 626. Me corrections.
Miracle.
621.
Me watch you ha me say 5 minutes yanko.
Ye corrections be. The TN say you na yen to say the National Democratic Congress no. A group of political party. Omo masters in propaganda. In fact, at some point they had a propaganda secretary. Now, omo yankofobia so omo kasa na se want ne waso na wontie ne ya they will mislead you to the point obedi omo chom do akoshe bom. This is not the first time they are doing this. Omo penin kofo abreso na ye pass tax be friend CST communication service tax ya no mo ye omo ba no mo be increase no. I'm not surprised that they are doing this, but the person me catch Ghana for say I can understand the sentiment. One of the reasons why a lot of Ghanaians are expressing that sentiment because of controlling Kuntupa, Yankasa MPP, Yama Hokwain, na NDC for car E-levy ho. Nanka yet Ghana for ye decline common ye church from E-levy nasia, and can't do be away because ABY you were a particular situation. Ye pese ya kwan facts. Ye pese ye dedicated about 10 billion in the next 3 or 4 years, and they set up young businesses in Ghana. Ye buta no. In doing this, ye yeska. And me aim you no penny able to be yeska no. See a babo besia, and I say ye be peska no ha. Ye decision I ye take as a political party and say, young conco bob besia, and family ya kwano. yen kombom en konkobo besia en fa mbe entrepreneurship ne my young people no ye pese ye fa organa here ye pese Ghana ni bia contribute kakra ne ye de ye esa ne se ye ba be hu se okobo besia na eya na hu si mu no kra doso na ne kese kra wo mu ne se two alternatives na Ghana for between MPP and NDC alternative ne se omo akombe ko IMF no makoje bosia no mo the conditions aba si yentwa enuma ye fa nkrofo mu yeyi allowances in free ho ye reduce yeyi subsidies in free ho ye make sure the social interventions ye better so NDC alternative no IMF MPP ye solution is simple you say Ghana for and contribute kakra in terms of e-levy 1.5% on electronic transactions electronic transactions now AAB, and I'm going to use the rest of my 2 minutes to explain that. Number one lie, NDC Foka, led by their national communications officer, Sami Jenfi, number one lie, Madam Aswati, or say ATM withdrawals are affected by e-levy, and number two, e-levy, now call withdrawal, momo swa, e-levy affected, and number three, capital, business ni, or capital is not affected by e-levy. Sure. Mbrano ofa 10 pages bi pe ebi why na sa ofa mbrano na okan na woko section 2 no o ma kire normal e-levy no ekoba ene normal enkoba normal ekoba no eye 5 points. Last point no say bank transfers which originate from an account belonging to an individual ena e-levy affected enti Asempa FM say mo finance director bank transfer fee Asempa edukotua Asamoah Foundation for ka e-levy affect no Fred Agbonyo and Co. You see, and it is because please, stop that, stop. Let's educate Ghanaians. What I don't like is what you say. What's that kind of company? What's that? Well, give me 1 minute. I will not allow you to speak if you continue this way. Let me use my time to do education. ABY, I am telling you and your listeners say. The NDC have peddled a lot of untruth. Hey, bill you find electronic transfer levy bill 2021. Number one, or say mobile money transfers done between accounts on same electronic money issuer, MTN to MTN, Vodafone to Vodafone, Ekova. Or say mobile money transfers from an account on one electronic money issuer, either MTN to Vodafone or Vodafone to MTN. Transfers from bank accounts to mobile money accounts using the following modes. Transfers from mobile money account to bank accounts using the following modes. And the last one, bank accounts transfers which originate from an individual. Monetary exemptions. Or say, subject to subsection 2, the levy imposed under section 1 applies. The levy imposed under section 1 does not apply to 1. A cumulative transfer of 100 cedis. That's how transfer ska up to 100 cedis. Transfer between accounts owned by the same person. And it's a one kasa account. Who transfer ska film? Say a momo, say a banko, say one account. If you transfer ska film account mu, if you NIB, a call one account mu, or GCB, you don't pay e-levy. It's here.
It's a code different account.
I am going to explain. Yes, this is the law.
About a code different account.
Yes, say a individual, who ABY, who transfers kefi NIB account mu, aba Fred Agbonyo account mu, embrane say who bet you levy. Nemo, who company na who turn makeups no, who company na account mu no, who transfer kefi mu, and the call another person account mu, if who company account mu, who you levy. The attorney say, sa entrobi na by 3 months, and this is for akase capital will be taxed no, it is a complete lie.
Yeah, that's it. Na me de uni miracle me de sa wa woji tu mu say mo ankasa na mama mo ho kwan eti anka lote bremu ya sesa na lote bremu
na ebu ana ma na
anka lote to asoma
ebu this is the law. Someone follow the man. This is a law.
Why should I give you for any echo prep? You are just being biased. Why you
How can you accuse a post on air?
Asempa, I'll see you before you speak.
Ebusia, higher Asempa 94. Yempon. Fred, you don't decide who will talk. You don't decide who will talk. Uncle Ote, Yanko.
Jen, ABY, more in there. There's the need. The town hall meetings in. It shouldn't end at regional town hall meetings. Ghana Labour Front. The labor or the union is so powerful. The otum or the aban, otu aban, osi aban. And there is a need for government, especially finance ministry and all the departments of information service. The obutum will move out. Na inche regional town hall meeting in si. Ne binum so wa Lorry Park, e binum so wa ha, e binum so wa because akufina doso ama even MPP funa abo wambe when it is good for them and there's a kind of a character with us. Oh, nesana azino yedama yenyi manche wapam sisiala stage aye during. There is the need to engage stakeholders, both formal, informal sector. For one in them car, Glory Station, market. Look, people need to understand. If he bill, I mean the Mercedes, over there, abandoned messaging in there. Simple dama. What simple dama? Obeying. Mais aboa wunya oko free SHS. Wo simple dama onya de yedi si cheap compound. Wo simple dama onya de yedi benya basis. Na wo akwentu aye safe. Simple dama ye benya de yedi beye njuma oboma wumba we university wo tume nya njuma ye. Dam na ye pede yedi ya ju 2024 and beyond. And see, well, they've started fine, but more needs to be done. There, Obe explained. Here, in Yanumudemi, your taxes are this month. What I'm going to pay, it's no joke. Just for my hotel. What I'm going to pay. Ne, unconfabo, or the chia. I'll be all not too free. Fred Agbenyon. Euna otilangusim na waba. Esheniki na eunde so wanye adi Pradoa no jede languza. Enti ono waye free no wabatra no reka yebowo anabe wezizi nyubi orukofi ogedizi. Oh, I mean, mediji. In the midi, but Aja Obama, Omana ye or the Inya Patabuane bois. Baby, you do organizing in moving forward into normal America there. The psychology, what did she say? I dream there. Oh, 4 years in 4 years, Abba. Na aye former, call your former. We should move forward as a nation. Leadership, sir. Woboba, wobotumune, we build on money, more money. Massami.
Say, many MP na hand name Rachel say. Somebody live in the bar, Omonko Bobusu and Bia, Omoboa. Okofa budget na beto abonten 2022 budget no omo kan say omo bobusua 37 billion from here omo we no so under 4.5 billion and also ala kwaje two and photo said say sa E-levy sikai omo nya what they want to do is use the money as collateral to go and take a loan, and that loan they are going to take that loan they are going to take Yebehu Obi Betina as a NS vote control. NDC for Chantro. CV. E-levy as NDC for Kwana Katafa. Yora Asibe now can NDC. So Ghanaians they are so stupid that they can't reason. Ghanaians cannot think. So it must take NDC. It must take NDC to convince Ghana. Insult them. Insult the people of this country because you assume that Ghanaians are so stupid and know the truth. Nia can say, Minuka say, government fees and charges. Every government service be able to for next time Minuka say they are going to charge you 15% more. Open passport, they are going to charge you 15% more. Oka say now say if any say everything about 15% more increment. You are talking as though we are not paying taxes already. Are we not paying taxes in this country? Is that one not paying taxes? About the whole of last year, you increase the salaries by only 4%. Are they also going on the same market? Meanwhile, the presidency go and see the increment. Article 71 holders, almost 79% increment of the minimum salary. Are we not the same people? Are we not the same Ghanaians? Eti I make can say Tiane, Saotiane, Otiane. E-levy as many cano. It has not to do with just election. Me a Ghanaian, Miss Mitua, a Bemia. Obitu ebenia. Anything I can say it doesn't do with elections. LPP, you have lost already. Mobile Sebi Sika Ebusu Amaboni na. Question Ghana for Bisam say. Busu Amabo over 230 billion. What can you show? Somebody aye. That is one of it. What can you show? Say Namodi aye. Muti Sika Mwanya he ya fango. Yes, under John Mahama nyina fango na enya nyina skenya free 6 billion. Aban we won over 20 billion from the oil revenue. Yadi Esla ba Musi Eslanye. Now the law has given you about 3 billion. Communication tax now come and say me. You have increased by 100%. And this government, the government is so reckless. They are so corrupt. See, cannot person fendiche. Then all Aben institutional organization now. They couldn't declare even one profit in the whole of last year. Omunyina losses in kwa. And she said, "Oh tia, now man penny." Mude mwenije nkwa na modwen Ghana for bre ejumai for bre yuta for kasa muzu he munti ase yuta kasa munti ase omanpenu nam wafa brand new V8 ena matam akungwa de ashem uto diesel pet driver na ho na mudi nam Ghana nyina omanpenu okọ bebia regional ministries on regional ministries residencies on omuni akungwa president na so. Do we need to get a brand new V8 and a brand new chair for the president to be roaming around the country and be buying diesel for that vehicle? Is that how you want to use our money? Now you when you know you're not about to say e-levy is country. Nioti actually say per the law. If you have a bank account today, your own bank account. Why you juma bracket and tax na do profit that go shame. So say me to me call bank hall. And to me family phone number is get their free account mu. You pay the e-levy to put me pass here. So all this is scan be two phones so. Now be also me person to atade be online. Me I mean to me call it make you atade car from my phone. You pay the e-levy. And to me I bet na kan nyina eyentro. What the people of this country are saying, of course, it's not gonna end this from Kanekasao. I've heard some lecturers from the university who have done comprehensive research. Actually, say, "I dear buying person introduce and they being so yes be biada." This is not how you treat your. As I speak to you now, go and check the price of petrol products. Trotro drivers for ASU, taxi drivers for ASU, or be a tough way. Go and check the price. Now you can't when you now bet say e-levy. So now the minister to tell us say you're e-levy, you're gonna collapse. Hey, have the Ghana collapse?
Yeah, that's
on my house, the economy is so robust. Preoccupy e-levy 1.6 billion Ghana cedis. On my collapse. Scan away. Boost on our bonnet way.
Fred, that's me and Copper me that say. Fred, when you know at the time, Nina last minute, what the time, Nina about order the Tagashi. Ebusia Afcon semi-final no baso semi-final say so numere Burkina Faso and Senegal enyagro Ghana de won say ya befie dada nti Burkina Faso and Senegal de no ekoso na happy birthday enko emfama Deputy CEO Minerals Commission Shelley Chei we efri opemu woyomi amasamai ehonomo happy birthday Obapeni Shelley Chei, Deputy CEO Minerals Commission, Yankopon Inshrao, Onomo na onye okese papa dompan no e de we free mala mo se akua ka che Fred Agbanyo say Ghana for se wo bi abie nani yo mo hwe ne ekoso unipa kro ne wo beka se wo tutu atumu a Ghana for nye wadwen se wo be etie we su nipa kro wan fa udin ama wo de anka lieutenant wote gu no so den se wabe propaganda wan fa udin anka ho na fa wa zama saman wo se fancy will because baby I didn't nay and for hokra yada shop for ase omo na ache ye se yetumi ye local foods restaurant who dia ase wa ye no fie abusua sa wo paduane baby a eye baby abedidi ama wo bo adwowa shop mpani for say yen kam fom fam se bedidi bedi aduane papa bedi aduane a nutritional contents no ebia ewom kama niema edida na kwan mu wo hwehwe wachi akwan so a enya yira kwan ene East Legon airport dan so man osu North Ridge baby a ye be deliver e di amawo number wo be frɛ wo no 0302 779009 wo frɛ ya ene shop for any DBS roofing sheet in chance papa fie ko na koje alozin trusses eno dade a wudi kan edigudan so na wode enchance no aguso kama promotion no so ekoso koto DBS enchance a yeboso a yenye okapreba Pepper Plus mixture edura wono mo a emma wa hoden ene ye wo bako cement and ness all the shisha wo tiles na ejija so kama Franco Trading Enterprise the mobile phones original mobile phones ena abedwa so ko wokwa Roxy Cinema woni won ene di animhwe ewo Adabraka ena dependable adaroma Adom Malakio Adom Natural Tonic ena Adom Lady Care Capsules ni nyina ewudwa so ya ubenya bie abusua yem fancy na agudie ma komfo emetwa so Burkina Faso versus Senegal ene AFCON 2021 no wode hihye so den abusua manu asi Madam ase ma moniti a munyi me phone na nyame ya adom achena Philippus Ebonsu ebeba abetena adwam ato aso meda producers ase Dominic Isiebo a kwakutwum Justin Tiamwa DJ Yayo ena Anka Lote Jacobs aseda ena enkoma no sada so ena Fred Agbanyo NDC Amanyuko no International Relations pania wodowa no hwe center to yebekoso ena Miracle Aboaje MPP Communication Team member Madam ase ma moniti abusua monyim phone na yemfa ensi ha ya